Welcome to the review of the new Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt Fluid Freestyle Highlighter. Hi, I'm Makeup Maria from Miami. If you're living your best life in your mid-plus years or you love skincare and makeup, this is the place for you. If you're new, welcome. I'm glad to know you. Today's video is dedicated to the Queen, Miss Billionaire businesswoman and music megastar Rihanna, and her popular and inclusive makeup line, Fenty Beauty. On her website, it says, before she was bad girl Riri, music, fashion, and beauty icon, Robin Rihanna Fenty was a little girl in Barbados, transfixed by her mother's lipstick. The first time she experienced makeup for herself, she never looked back. Makeup became her weapon of choice for self-expression, a way to radiate her ever-changing mood, and it powered a fearless take on beauty. So I'm sure many of you out there know Fenty Beauty makeup is one of the first makeup brands that's featured an inclusive range of products for all skin tones. Her makeup line, she has almost everything, I think, except for lip liners. They range from the very glittery to the subdued and more natural. And she recently started her skincare line. Let me talk a little bit about the makeup that I'm wearing. I have already applied a full face of makeup because I am not yet skilled at talking about something and applying makeup. And we're also going to obviously try out the Fenty Kilowatt highlighter. But first, let's go through the makeup that I have already. So what I have on today is the Fenty Body Sauce, which I've talked about before. It's an excellent product. I have it on my décolleté. It provides a little bit of moisture, a little bit of color, but not too much. It works quite well. And the Fenty Beauty brow product. Come on, where are you? And I've mentioned this as well. It has a little brush instead of a spoolie, which is nice. It works, but I actually really prefer a spoolie. The product is nice, so. And then I have this like glittery orangey blush. It's called ChiliMango, and it looks very orangey, but it actually, I put a little bit on and it wasn't terrible. I'll just put a little bit more on so you can see. Just tap a little bit. I mean, I only put a little bit on, but it's not as bright as it seems. Put a little bit more here so you can see. There you go. It blends in very nicely. Did I blend it on the other side? Okay. And I also have this Fenty bronzer in Shady Biz. And though this color looks neutral, it does come across kind of warm on my skin, so it isn't the perfect color for me. And then the gloss I have on top of a new lipstick, a new Tom Ford lipstick that I'm trying out. This is the product that they do the best. Fenty Beauty is a master at lip glosses. This was the first range that provided some glitter. Then she came out with some cream products that were similar colors, and everybody's gone crazy over them. They are luxurious. They feel good. They don't dry out your skin. There's just enough pigment. Let me try some out. Just enough moisture, just enough pigment, a nice candy smell. I love it. Everybody loves it. This is what everybody goes crazy over when it comes to Fenty. And that's it. And then we'll try, of course, the highlighter in just a moment. And I'm inspired. I never wear this necklace, but I was inspired by Riri. She wears a lot of chokers, and that's why I wore this and tried to create a choker look for myself. Okay, so the reason we're doing this video in the first place is because of a Netflix TV show called Arcane. It's a TV series based on a video game called League of Legends. My son and I watched it, and because he loves animated movies and video games, and so he introduced me to the show, and we watched the entire series in a matter of weeks. The show is set in a utopian city called Piltover and the repressed undercity of Zaun. And there's an escalating unrest between the two cities and two sisters, Vi, short for Violet, and Jinx, who find themselves on opposing sides of a war over how to use a special technology. The series is visually stunning with dramatic and emotional scenes, often set to pop music. Just to give you an idea, well-known actress Hailee Steinfeld is the voice actress for the older sister, Vi. Not to get too much into the plot, but I did have difficulty reconciling the transformation of Jinx from a child to, just let me just say before I get ahead of myself, if you haven't seen the series, I highly recommend it. It's a very interesting and visually stunning series, as I said. So I'm going to talk about it. So if you haven't seen it yet, you might want to go see it and then come back and watch the rest of this video because I will be discussing some spoilers. Okay. So one of the issues, the main issue that I had is that I had trouble reconciling one of the characters, one of the sisters named Jinx, started off as a child who was a little bit of a misfit, and she transformed into a little bit of a violent person, even psychopath. Anyway, maybe it's the mama bear in me, but I didn't want to believe that she could, do anything terrible. But I think most likely in season 2, there may be a redemption path for her. It's going to happen sometime in 2022, but they haven't announced a date yet. So anyway, Fenty Beauty partnered with the video game developer Riot Games on the series, and the press release that they came out with at the time said something like, they aim to highlight the multifaceted and diverse beauty landscape that celebrates beauty in all of its forms. I found it interesting that someone like Rihanna would get into this type of venture, a Netflix show about a video game, but I couldn't find a whole lot of details about the reason why, except for her wanting to show diversity and showcase makeup in the show. Anyway, the show's trailer features the characters with gold and smoky-eyed makeup looks and bold red lipstick, hence the makeup that I've tried to emulate in my mature visage. Okay, so this is the look, one of the looks that Fenty Beauty provided and one of the characters on the show. And as you can see, it's very dramatic and beautiful, very stylized. And this particular character, maybe something happens at the end of the first season. Hopefully not. Hopefully she will return in season 2. Anyway, I remember I said spoilers there. Okay, so back to music. Ironically, it's been about 5 years since Rihanna has released any music, but her last album, which was her 8th album, was the multi-Grammy award winner Auntie, which included hits like Work, Love on the Brain, which is my favorite, and Needed. She apparently delayed the new album to launch her skincare line. And last year, though, there were articles that talked about her starting new music and holding tons of writing camps. She said that the new album, and so far it's been referred to as R9, it's obviously one of the most anticipated projects in recent history. She's saying that she's taking her time to experiment, and she suggests her music will sound much different from her previous projects. She said that you do pop. Her quote in the article was, "You do pop, you did this genre, you do that, you do radio, but now it's just like what makes me happy? Question mark. I just want to have fun with music. Everything is so heavy. The world that we live in is a lot. It's overwhelming every single day. And with the music, I'm using that as my outlet." Well, that sounds good to us. We need you, Rihanna. Let's talk about makeup again. we'll try out her Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt highlighter. And let's see. And this in the color, what is the color? Sidechick. I mean, that's something about Fenty Beauty as well. A lot of her products have great names. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. Okay, and now let's put it on my cheek. It's beautiful. It's not really as blingy as I thought it would be, surprisingly. Nice. Like, I'm loving it. I'm really surprised. I thought maybe it was going to be a little too blingy for my mature skin. Let me just take another little look. You know, it's definitely blingy. But, and I've got a lot of shimmer on my eyes as well. So maybe I would opt to do one or the other. You know, but it's quite nice and it's laying nice on my skin, which surprisingly. You want to highlight your skin, you don't want to highlight your wrinkles. But I'm having a lot of fun with highlighty stuff with the shimmer. See that? You see it? It blends out. It blends out really nicely. So there's a nice, I mean, it's actually really light. It's a very light, you know, I think that the formulations nowadays of highlighters, I mean, they're just getting better and better. So it's really, it's worthwhile to slow down on our purchases because, you know, the formulations are just getting much better. So that's fun. I like it. So the question, of course, is, for the second season of Arcane, will Fenty Beauty be providing product launches that reflect the look? I could see them doing a new eyeshadow palette or some new lippies, some lovely red lipsticks, or some lip balms that everybody loves. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's hope that during the Arcane release sometime in 2022, that we'll have some new products to look forward to. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Don't forget to like and subscribe and wear sunscreen. Bye.